In this demonstration, we're going to talk about how to install the Logogen application on your computer and get you ready to start using it. So the first thing you're going to do is find the release CD that should have come with your system. I'm just for demonstration purposes, I have placed mine in the USI folder. So on my shortcuts on the desktop, I go to my USI folder, and right inside of here, I've placed it the Release Logogen folder so that I can install it from here. Now, yours would be on a CD, and you can do this from the CD, or you can also copy it to your computer wherever you'd like. It doesn't have to be in USI. I just put it in here because it's where all of my Utah applications are. So double click on the folder, and when you open this folder, there's one folder in here called net-1.1. You want to open this folder, and we're going to run both of these installation executables. So just start with the .netfx.exe by double clicking this. Okay, it's going to ask you if you want to install the framework application, which is what the Logogen uses. That's just the name of the software. And yes, we do want to do that. Okay, it's relatively quick. We're going to agree to the license information and just click install. And it'll just do a normal install, just like other applications that you're familiar with. This could take a little bit of time, just a few minutes, depending on how fast your processor and all that stuff is. When it's completed, it will register the system information onto your computer. It does not require any kind of online registration, but it is required by Microsoft in order for this to work. Okay, and when it completes, you'll get this installation complete window. Go ahead and click OK there. I don't think this will ever ask you to reboot your computer, but if it does, you can go ahead and proceed with that, or tell it wait until you're finished. Then the next thing you're going to do is run the other executable. Double click it. This, I believe, is a service pack for XP or something, but let's see what it does here on this particular computer. Okay, it looks like it popped up with a window asking us if we want to install the service pack number 1, and we're going to say OK. Click the OK, and then say that you will accept this. And then this is going to configure this this other portion. Oh, this is also part of the framework application. Okay, when it completes, it's going to come up with a window saying it was done successfully. You're going to click OK on this. And then that should be all you need to do. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is go back up one into the same location that you found that net1-1 folder. And what you want to do, or actually, before you do that, go ahead and, now we can do both of these at the same time. What you need to do is block, copy, and then move all of these files. So you can left click on any one of these and let me show you. You left click on one of these and then hold the shift button down and then click the very last one. That will block all of these. Then if you right click with your mouse and click on the copy, we need to copy these and put them in a folder that is on the USI. So go back up one from here. You're in your C USI folder. Right click in the window, go down to New, create a new folder, and you're going to call this Logogen. Logogen. And this really doesn't have to be called Logogen, but it probably will help you remember what it is. You can call it anything you want. It can be capitals or not, doesn't matter. Okay, you can remove the release Logogen from here if you want at this point, or just leave it there. It doesn't matter. But you're going to be using the information from the Logogen. Okay, so double click on the Logogen folder. It'll come up empty. Then you're going to right click inside of here and click on the paste. And that places all of those folders and files and PDFs inside of here that came from the other release folder. Okay, and just a brief explanation of all of these. All of the files here that are labeled PNG, so the Logo 13, Logo 2, Logo WUSI 6 and 26, these are .png files. And the way that the Logogen application works is that it literally needs to have PNG files. So let me double click on one of these and show you what it looks like. This is just a logo that we've created as an example. And it's saved from Photoshop or whatever application you're using as a .png file. And then what happens is that the Logogen converts that PNG file into an LGO file. That's the Utah Scientific format that this converts it into, that is then used inside of your master control, at which I will demonstrate this in another presentation. So those are just examples. You can get rid of those if you have your own and want to just store those here, that's fine. But these are just examples. You don't have to have those. The logo application is right here. It's actually called MC2020 Logogen.exe. That is just the name of the folder. Of the application. You can use this for both an MC2020 and an MC400. So that just happens to be the name. Now, the next thing that you need to do is create a shortcut for this wherever you would like to run it, unless you want to come here every time and double click on this application. But I would right click on this and drag it into my shortcut folder and create a shortcut there. Okay, so that's in there now. These other files, there's a README file right here that tells you pretty much what we've already gone through to this point. I'll show you real quick. Double click on this. This just tells you how to do everything that we have just done. Copying the files, creating the USI after you've ran the two executables. So if something doesn't go right, you can go back to this. There are a couple of other PDF files. One here talks about how to place the buttons on your MCP 2020 control panel, if that's the type that you have. The Logogen Appendix D. This came out of the system installation guide. And if you open and look at this, this will pretty much tell you everything that I'm going through right now, but in a visual on a manual, basically. This is also found in the system installation guide if you have a system CD, manual CD from us. Okay, the version up here, version.txt, that is just the version of this application. That hasn't changed since, I believe, 2005. So that's pretty much all of these. The only other file is an Excel spreadsheet, which, let's go ahead and open this. Oh, actually, we probably don't have, let's see what this does here. Again, I'm using a computer that is new to this. Let's see what it does. Okay, it looks like it's not going to open in this, but you can open that if you have an Excel or a spreadsheet reader for XLS files. But all that is pretty much a template that will let you print it off onto transparent paper or transparency, so that you can just cut out the logo button and put it on your 2020 control panel. You'll see it when you open it. It's really nothing complicated. It's literally just a template. So if you want to print that, you can use it from there to actually create a button. So that is pretty much how you just install the application. When you're ready to run it, you'll go to the shortcuts folder here, and then let's just make sure it runs in this particular instance, and then we'll close this session and we'll talk about how to use the application. So double click on the Logogen. It should launch the application, and this is what it will look like. Okay, so that's it on how to install it, and then from here we will discuss in further presentations how to actually run and create logos.